Hi. There was an article recently in BBC Work Life that talked about presenteeism still being entrenched in organisations, despite us now looking at, flexible working and remote working, etc. And I'll read you the statement that came out of the article so you can get a sense of the position. Before the pandemic, presenteeism, a compulsion, often performative, to work long hours and be available around the clock, even when unwell or unproductive, was a common part of the culture of many organisations. This has been particularly the case across industries including finance, consulting and tech, where bosses have historically expected to see long hours from their workers, even when it's not quantifiably tied to output. Despite so many workplace culture changes, evidence suggests that not only is presenteeism still entrenched, but it may also be getting worse. And I think there's a number of variations now emerging on the definition of presenteeism. As the article refers to, traditionally it's been, I turn up to work when I'm unwell or unfit to work because I believe there's an expectation of me that I should do so. And that if I take sick leave, that is my entitlement, that it will be frowned on by the boss. So we have the presenteeism. I also think we now have presenteeism that's not related to being unwell or unfit, but being related to the notion that I need to be always on because that's what the boss thinks is good and they'll think favourably of me. And this is the entrenched misconception by bad bosses that if you are at your keyboard for 8 hours or more, then you're being productive. And it just makes no sense to me that we have so-called intelligent human beings who are overseeing a team in the workplace who still think that hours at a desk equals outcomes and value delivered, when we know that that's not the case. And I want to explore this week the ways in which we can overcome this issue of presenteeism, whether it's people turning up to work or doing work when they're unwell or unfit, or people just being always on and doing excessive hours, not productively, but just because the boss can see that they're there.